maybe that will also be an eye opener for the community, so that we may be able now to receive back them who have been corrected, so that we may walk the journey together with him. But one thing that is so beautiful, and the assurance that we have, that this young man shall not go to waste, because there are provisions, and we are ready to have him, we are ready to adopt him and walk the journey with him.
Oh, this is very amazing. And when we met him yesterday, we saw a lot of things he's been able to do. So the guy we're expecting to talk to today is a guy who has contributed so much to the society, and he's had a very great impact even in the prisons. Actually, when the officers were telling us, yes, as much as is being released, we will feel there is quite a gap coming. They are getting the community, the prison community, they're getting, because this guy has really contributed so much. He's learned a lot of skills akiwa huko ndani, and I think this is also another thing I'll be expecting as a boy child, and as in this journey as a boy child. What are some of the skills you will need to build yourself? You're not using excuses because of probably where you are and everything, and this is quite a very good conversation I'll be expecting to have. Yes.
There is things and a new thing that is taking place in our time. One thing that is so glorious is that the boy child is receiving back his strength, and now he is rising to the occasion. This is a beautiful story of a young man who once messed. Maybe that will also be an eye opener for the community, so that we may be able now to receive back them who have been corrected, so that we may walk the journey together with him. But one thing that is so beautiful, and the assurance that we have, that this young man shall not go to waste, because there are provisions, and we are ready to have him, we are ready to adopt him and walk the journey with him.
Oh, this is very amazing. And when we met him yesterday, we saw a lot of things he's been able to do. So the guy we're expecting to talk to today is a guy who has contributed so much to the society, and he's had a very great impact even in the prisons. Actually, when the officers were telling us, yes, as much as is being released, we will feel there is quite a...
Come on, put your hands together. Yeah. Japo safari wena ugumu, utanishika mkono. Ijapo adui aje kwa vishindo, bado wewe uko nami. Ijapo safari wena uzuni, utayapanguza machozi, yeah. Ijapo adui aje kwa vishindo, bado wewe uko nami.
Amazing, amazing. Welcome to today's show. I know you've been following us since we started, and thank you for being with us and also joining us today as we will be talking about a few things about the boy child. I know you're expecting us to be having a guest, and don't worry, you will see him. Yeah. I also here am with Pastor Njogu. Yeah, you can say hi.
Wow, thank you so much. My name is Pastor David Jogu from Oasis of Love, Mwea. We are so grateful for this morning that the Lord has given unto us. Today we are discussing a very important matter concerning the boy child. We are speaking of healing behind bars because today we are receiving a young man from the jails, a man who have been behind bars for years because of a mistake that took place, but by the grace of God, he will be released today, and that is why we have actually started a journey so that now we may receive him into the community and also start to walk together with him. I want to believe that it shall be a beautiful journey. This is a show that you cannot afford to miss, and God is going to bless you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. And as one of the topics we'll be talking about the struggles of a boy child, the struggles of a boy child. One thing about the prisons we'll be visiting, it's full of men. Some have been serving their time for a lot of years. Some are there for over 20 years. Some have been there for so many years, and more are even coming. Actually, we saw there was a different group who are waiting for their judgment, and kwa hiyo group kuna wale probably wataenda home na kuna wale watahukumiwa, and they'll join the rest. And what's one of the reasons that is causing high levels of crime among the boy child? Because hawa watu ni wengi. Yeah, because already the prison yenyewe iko na over 800 prisoners, and then tunaona there are others wako hapo wamewekwa rumande, they are still waiting to kuingia. What's that one thing yenye tunaona there's a lot of high crime rate among the boy child?
I think the trend is a bit worrying because what we saw yesterday was not one of the things that one could have desired. But after we had a sit down with the leaders in the prison, one of the things that he shared with us is that it's only that many have not been caught. They could even be more. Then we have others who are there not because they did something wrong, but I think the main reason why we are having so many uh, boys or men in the jails or behind the bars is because there was a place of guidance that lacked. We realize that in the today's world, fatherhood is a bit wanting. And it's like when fatherhood has not, or the fathers have not guided the sons well, most sons find themselves messing up. And immediately when they mess up, the society is not there to open their ears to listen to them. You realize that quite a number of young people, like yesterday, what I saw is that young people who are very handsome, a person that appears as if there is a great destiny or great dreams for him, just something happened. When you hear their testimonies, their stories, however, we were already prepared that we shall receive so many lies, but at the same time, we shall also receive so many truths. You realize that these are people who have a destiny, are people who have a vision, but that dream has already been shattered. So the praise of fatherhood is wanting. You realize most boys have now been released to the mothers. If there is any counsel that the boy is receiving, we are receiving much counsel from the mothers. The fathers have failed.
Amazing. And that's actually a very good topic to talk about. Uh, the presence of fathers in their lives. And actually, the role of a father is very key in the growing up of a man. And these are some of the things we see when someone grows up lacking a father figure in them. There was a statistic that was done in Ukraine when they were having, wakati kulikuwa na vita, uh, when there was war in Ukraine some few years ago, very many years ago, the role of a father ilikuwanga termed as protection, procreation na pia providence. So the children grew knowing up that their dad is the protector, their dad is the provider, their dad is the hiyo story ya protection, yani kukuja tu kuongeza watu wengine. So during war all men walikuwanga wanapelekwa kwa vita. So wakipelekwa kwa vita, many a times the kids walikuwa na grow up only with their mothers. So the dad wanakam tu hiyo kwa hiyo aspect ya procreation kulingana na venye society imeonyesha protection na pia providing. And one person alipewa an opportunity to talk to these kids in a school, and he asked them, he drew a circle na akauliza hao watoto, in this circle, assume this circle is your family, where do you think your mother is in that family? All the kids wakasema the center, at the center of it. And then wakauliza, what about your father, where do you think your father is? Wote wakasema outside the circle, because that's how they've grown, knowing that the father is not really a part of the family, ni outside the family. So they grew up, and this guy was able to talk to these kids na akaonyesha the importance of having a father, and that's where tunapatanga kunakuanga na the absent fathers, the present absent father na pia the present fathers, and the present fathers. At the end of the talk, our kids will come to understand that their father anafaa kuwa hapo katikati next to their mom. And actually this is quite a very alarming issue, na because there was no one there tuseme affirming the boy child, kwa sababu sisi tuna growing tukiambiwa when ni mwanaume, like there are things ni kama we are not supposed to have as a man, and this is actually causing, because many people hapo ndani wanaingianga crime due to various reasons. And yeah, thank you for kuguzia hiyo story. Now ume mention kitu ingine, tumeambiwa jana tuliambiwa when you talk to those prisoners expect some truth, and you mentioned that and expect some lies. So like they know that hao watu watadanganya na watasema ukweli, and when interacting with such people, how do you distinguish? Because mtu anaweza ingia uko na mindset ya already una expect a lie from this person, na probably anaweza kuambia ukweli ama anaweza kuambia ukweli na ikuwe uongo. Like how well can you interact with this person na ukuwe able to distinguish what they are saying? Yeah.
One of the areas and one of the things that I have been taught about communication, so that you may be able now to know a person who is telling the truth, or maybe to try to understand if this person is very genuine. It is the eye contact. When you are talking with an individual, try to maintain an eye contact so that from the eyes you can read. But at the same time, because we are not now visiting them from a point of condemnation, when we are speaking of healing, it just happened by one talking. So we just need to be very sensitive, and we give them our ears so that somebody may just speak. Maybe by speaking out the lie, it might be a source of healing. Or even by speaking out his heart, it might be a source of healing. Because what I saw yesterday was a bit traumatizing, because especially those who are in the mixed block. These are people who don't understand their fate. They are those who are waiting for prosecution. They are those who don't even really understand what happened so that they may be found there. So I think you just allow them to talk, because when you allow them to talk, you might be able to judge. It might not be 100% whether this person is talking the truth or he is lying. But just by the fact that that person has been given an opportunity to speak out his heart, maybe you'll be able to capture some things. And then by the wisdom of the Holy Spirit, because there is a revelation that the Holy Spirit gives, there is discernment that the Holy Spirit gives, you are also able to discern whether this person, what he is saying, is it truthful? Okay? But whether they are talking lies, whether they are talking the truth, you just give an opportunity to talk.
Wow,
Yes.
amazing. And this is very amazing. Another thing I wanted us to talk about, how can a young man position himself into building themselves?
Mhm.
One of the guys we'll be talking to, we were told he's done a lot of things in the prisons. Amejifunza a skill
Mhm.
in metal work. Now most of the things tulikuwa tunaonyeshwa pale ni his work.
Mhm.
So he doesn't come out as a wasted person.
Mhm.
He's coming out as a man of skill. You see? And people will want the services he is offering. So we can say if the 6 years he's been there, the 7 years he's been there, is coming out a skillful man. So meaning hii 6 years hakutumia, he never like hakujipiga kifua, he never condemned himself, and he took that chance probably and he grieved something.
Mhm.
And probably that's something the young men hawaja understand.
Mhm.
A lot of young men wanapitianga a lot of trauma inawazuianga from maybe building themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah, how can a young man position himself now, like grow out of whatever he has experienced now, amue like this is what I want to do.
Every journey starts from a point of one accepting that I'm in this situation. If you want to grow and also be able to become somebody or even something in your life, you start from where you are. You realize that most of the young people, and especially the boy childs, when things have not taken the course they thought of, they find themselves now putting themselves in a cocoon of injection. And I think that is one of the things that we really need to deal with and break from this cocoon and also re-establish ourselves again. So it all starts from understanding and knowing that I was not meant to be somebody who is a loser. We must change our mindset, because mindset is everything. Until the time a young person breaks from the old mindset that I cannot become, and start seeing himself becoming something, and also utilize opportunities that comes on the way. Now, I want to share a story of a young man that I love and I treasure. This young man is a friend of mine, and he is based in Embu. He is a graduate from one of the university in Chuka. When he came out from the university, he was very, very positive with life. And he had been given himself into forex trading, and he was doing very well. But out of the losses that he made, he found himself into depression. So one time, he called himself for a meeting, because in life, there are times that come that you need to, to, to come back to your senses. You need to call yourself for a very personal meeting. And when he gathered his mind again, he said, though I am having a degree, though I know that I have built my capacity, there is no job that is coming my way. So what did this young man do? he started to move around to sell eggs. Can I surprise you today, Onesimus? That young man today, on a monthly basis, he is able to put aside 5,000 as a saving. Why? He began with selling 3 trays of eggs. When I introduced him and I taught him about financial management, gave him some advice on finances, today he is able to move around and sell 5 trays. Comfortably, he is able now to save 5,000 per month. That young man, I asked him, what kind of house are you living in? He told me, I am living in a 1-bedroom house and I am comfortable. I asked him, if given an opportunity to go for a job that is paying you 20,000 as a beginner, would you take that job? He candidly told me, no, I don't want that job. In the job that I'm having, I'm moving around, I'm selling eggs. I'm having an increase, but I'm not interested with the 20,000 that will be coming at the end of the month. As I move around, I'm selling eggs. I am enjoying my freedom. If I say today I don't want to go to that job, nobody is going to pressure me. So what is happening among the young people is that most of them are failing to break from the cocoon that the society have put them in. Let me tell you, it is possible for you to rise from one level to another as a young person, but you must agree and you must accept that this is where I am. It doesn't matter how the situation is now. I know I can be able to break and move forward. Now, can we take an example of this young man that we are receiving him from the prisons today? His testimony is so sure. The mistake that he did could have made him to enter into a situation of injection. When judgment was passed and he is told that he shall be behind bars for actually the judgment was 10 years. But after the calculation inakujaga akaambia kwamba atakuwa 7 years. For the 7 years he could have chosen to reject himself, but he chose to rise above. And yesterday when we were given an opportunity even to talk to them, we were discussing about the life of Joseph. If Joseph went after he was put in the prison, after he entered into that prison and he thought, now I think this life is a wasted life. The truth of the matter, God could not even have dared to give him the dream, or could not even have dared him to give him the power to interpret the dream. But when he understood that this is the season that I have been given, I need to bring something better out of this season. That is now when God is entrusting him with the interpretation of dreams. So many young people, seasons comes in our way. It is important for you to understand in this season, this is what I'm supposed to do. In this season, I need to cultivate myself and I want to do something that is positive even in the season that I am in.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. And thank you for mentioning that. Someone actually, there's someone who said that when you come as a spoon, you'll be given spoonful. When you come as a plate, you'll be given plateful. But when you come as a kitchen, when you come as a chef, you'll be given a whole kitchen, because there are people who will want to eat from your own kitchen. And this is amazing. It's about how you position yourself and what are you offering aside from that. And this is amazing. That's the language of growing and building capacity. I know our time is far much spent. We are supposed now to go and receive it. Yeah. So keep on following us, and I know there are those who are following us live. Maybe you can read a few comments from our online viewers.
Now, I think what I'm seeing is we have Lynette Candedo who is tuned in, and most of the people have liked what is happening. And I know that as we continue with the same, we shall be able now to understand what is happening. We shall be able to understand. This is a journey that actually we are taking. It might not be a journey that we are ending today, because there is so much that is expected even after this, as we are entering into the gates again, so that now we may be guided and we may follow the protocols of what happens. We shall be sharing even next week and next week but one, after we have received this young man from the jails, from behind the bars. We shall also be able now to walk the journey with him. Because one thing that I've come to realize, and this is a testimony that we received yesterday, that many people that you have been released from the bars, they find themselves going back again. Why? Because there is an injection that is there in the community. But what we are going to do today for the boy child, and we are so candid, we are so keen on it, we want to walk the journey with him. We want to share a story of this young man, even after 10 years, that it was on 23rd that this young man was released from the bus. We want to be very intentional, because the Bible says that the best preaching that we can do is the model of Christ. And Jesus many times saying that if you truly love me, you shall go to visit those who are in the bus. You are going to feed those who are hungry, okay? And you are also going to visit those who are sick. That is the show of love. And this is what we are doing throughout this week, even as a church. Yeah. We are preparing ourselves this entire week to commit the inmates of GK Mwea prison in prayers, because when we visited them yesterday, we heard a number of stories about them, and many of them are facing rejection. Many of them are very violent, because some of the things that have been spoken about them is lies. And this is a journey that we shall be taking, and we are climaxing on Sunday, because this coming Sunday, on 1st of March 2026, we shall be having a service at GK Prison of Mwea, where we shall be gathering all the inmates so that we may be able to have a service with them and also with the staff. Thank you.
Amazing. And you're also welcome to partner with us. You can partner with anything in kind and also in cash. We'll need the details will be shared below on how you can partner with us and how you can be able to support us as we prepare on Sunday to visit them. Make sure you make someone smile that day. Thank you so much. Okay, amazing. We are walking back to the prisons. We have not ended our show. We are walking back to the prison. So stay tuned as we go and receive our guide. So stay tuned.
church say. Umearejesha miaka yote. Come on, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Ay, 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 ay. Nimeona. Nimeona. Come on, put your hands together. Yeah. Japo safari wena ugumu, utanishika mkono. Ijapo adui aje kwa vishindo, bado wewe uko nami. Ijapo safari wena uzuni, utayapanguza machozi, yeah. Ijapo adui aje kwa vishindo, bado wewe uko nami. Utayarejesha maono yangu, miaka yote iliyoliwa na nzige. Nimeona wema wako na nguvu zako maishani mwangu. Utayarejesha Umearejesha maono yangu. Let me hear the church say. Umearejesha miaka yote. Come on, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Ay, 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 ay. Nimeona. Nimeona. Come on, put your hands together. Yeah. Ijapo safari wena ugumu, utanishika mkono. Ijapo adui aje kwa vishindo, bado wewe uko nami. Ijapo safari wena huzuni, utayapanguza machozi, yeah. Ijapo adui aje kwa vishindo, bado